All right, so last thing about this whole, the left is going too far left. Objectively, we know that that's not true. The right is going way further right. Objectively, we know this to be true. The other aspect of this that never gets talked about is which scale of left to right are we talking about? Are we looking at the US or are we looking globally? Because the US is more conservative, like our liberals are more conservative than many conservatives in other countries.
TikTok creator Sam Whiteout hit the nail on the head with this one. I really want to bring this to your attention as we get closer to the midterm elections because I want to dissuade people from falling into the trap that news outlets, establishment Democrats, and influencers like Bill Maher love to propagate. That the progressive left is too radical and we need to tone down with fear that we're negatively impacting the Democratic Party and changing it for the worst. First of all, establishment Democrats don't need any help destroying the party. They're doing a pretty good job at it right now. But let me not get too off topic. America has always leaned more right. Most people can't see that because unfortunately a lot of them think that America is at the center of the universe. But like Sam was stating, compared to other countries, centrist Democrats are conservatives. But don't take my word for it, here are the facts. The progressive policies many might see as a stretch are common sense and widely loved laws across the world. Dozens of countries have universal health care or a form of universal coverage, while the US is still paying top dollar for below average services. 120 countries offer paid maternity leave to mothers, and over a third of those to fathers. And while there still needs to be efforts made to expand those rights, the US won't even entertain the idea. In countries with comprehensive gun reform and controls, gun violence and homicides are very low and barely happen. Americans are constantly on edge about whether we'll be caught up in the next mass shooting. If you're noticing a trend here, you'd be correct. All of these policies have the majority support among Americans, and especially those in the Democratic Party, but establishment Democrats are unwilling to fight for those policies because they get a piece of the profit pie. And they push out narratives that these positions are too bold to be pursued as a cover. Make no mistake, Republicans are absolutely atrocious in their fight against policies that help people, but establishment Democrats are on the other side of that conservative coin. Y'all understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Objectively, the left is not sprinting towards communism, while the right is very literally, like textbook definition, rocket shipping themselves to fascism.
Rising cost of rent, food, and gas, assaults on our democracy, rollbacks on education, social services, and COVID relief, the list is endless. It's all a result of right-wing policy and the rejection of progressive legislation that would solve a lot of these problems. Here's my point. Democrats keep losing because their conceived middle ground is on the right, and they're allowing Republicans to keep running further towards fascism with their BS positions while pointing the communist finger at progressives. I think Sam put it best here. The country is going to fall apart unless the Democratic Party gets it together. There is no middle ground with a party that supported and aided in an insurrection. No middle ground when the right to choose is months away from being abolished. No middle ground when millions of Americans are suffering with the most basic of needs. Because if that's their middle, in the words of Joe Biden, nothing will fundamentally change. Thank you all for watching Rebel HQ. Don't forget to like the video and please subscribe to the channel.